bengicela abantu bakithi ukuthi ngabe ngilesive lesigijimisa imali kuphela. Sibuke kulahlekelwa kwemathuba emsebenzi ebantu. Sibuke ngalendlela cishe ngasikhuluma utethi lethi sukumile la. Ngalendlela kuphakamisa kwale bill le utawuluzisa live ngemali ngalo. Singabuki impilo tebantu bethu bakithi.
Let us also consider the wellness of our people. Let us not only look at the financial gain that will be brought by passing this bill as a law.
And so lastly, Chairperson, I urge you, because sina sisakhula bantu labadzala belingekho ligwayi ngiyacabanga ngiyizele insango, because insango iyabhenywa and insango imarket, insango iyabhenywa, insango iligwayi and insango iligwayi lethu bantu labamnyama. Ngiyabonga.
I do believe that back in the days, there was no tobacco. The ancestors to legalize weed. I thank you.
All right. Nginibingelele endlini nonke.
Greetings to
Greetings
the
to
House
all.
at large.
And a special greetings to Dr. Susan Tembekwayo.
Ngibingelele Dr. El Palamende.
Igama lami nguStan Wakahlatshwayo. Ngiphuma eWard 24.
My
khona la
name
eMbombela,
is
eMbombela
Stan
sub-region.
Hlachwayo. I come from Ward 24 within the Mbombela sub-region.
Ngaphambi kokwengiphambili kakhulu ngifuthi ngiyayisekela kakhulu le bill le.
Without further ado, bill.
The reason ngisho kanjalo ngibuke the intent.
The reason why I am saying so, I'm looking at the intention behind.
The intention is very clear. We want to make sure that we improve our lives and improve our health.
Injongo isobala. Sibuka ukuthi sifuna kugucula impilo tethu, siphile impilo lengconywana.
Ngifuna ngaphambi submit into leti 4 nje kuphela lenti phetse lapha phambi kwami. Number 1,
I want to establish 4 things that I have in front of me. First,
language inclusion, lulwimi. Number 2, display. Number 3, promotion. Number 4,
wesibili
warning.
kukhangiswa, kwesithathu igama lasetshenziswako kanye futhi
Nema warnings.
ne-
Nezixwayiso.
netixwayiso.
Yes. Okay, ngifuna kuya ku number 1. Nangikhuluma ngelulwimi because nasibuka kahle kahle imajority yabantu lababhemako bayabhema but aba understand ukuthi yini lo mbhalo lobhaliwe laphana in terms of utixwayiso ngoba kubhalwe ngeEnglish nje kuphela.
What I would like to point out is that a lot of smokers are not aware of the warnings that comes with packaging.
So I want to make sure that all the manufacturers must be mandated to display health warnings in all official languages.
Ngifuna ukuthi basiqinisekise ukuthi labakhicita ligwayi bakwati ukuthi icacisa kahle letixwayiso.
And the rigorous enforcement mechanism should be put in place to ensure a compliance.
Kanti kufanele kuqiniswe nemithetho letawuqinisekisa ukuthi wonke umuntu uyakutfobela lokho.
Wesibili, when it goes to displaying, ngifuna kwenda sure ukuthi the prohibition displayed of the tobacco products in shops and allowing the display of list is notable.
Secondly, I'd like to point out that I would like to emphasize that the display is notable or noticeable.
Not noticeable. This approach may help in reducing the impulse purchases and the potential decrease of tobacco use.
Lokhu kutawusita ukuthi abantu bangathengi nje kuphela ligwayi yaki bungoti.
Good promotion, I want to submit that we recommend that in addition to prohibitions, smoking is in specific places. The bill should also encourage initiatives that promote the benefits of non-smokers.
Lo mthetho sivivinyo kufanele futhi vete buhle bekungabhemi.
The reason I'm saying that 2 days ago, I was actually at the Bombela Stadium watching a soccer match.
Afise ukuthi ngivete naku ukuthi kule malanga lamabili lesibuya kuwo bengisenkundleni dlala embombela.
There was a large number of,
Abantu labaningi babukela umdlalo welibhola letinyawo.
in presence there were children and pregnant women.
Nalapho bekunabomake labakhulelwe nebantwana.
But at the same time, there were people smoking around in that particular event.
Khona lapho futhi bekubakhona labanye bebabhema kuleyo mcimbi.
I want to go to warnings. Well, I want to submit that
Ngifisa kuveta lokuthite mayelana nesixwayiso.
it is crucial that all tobacco products, including electronic nicotine and non-nicotine delivery systems, have a clear health warnings.
Angisho nje ukuthi kumcoka ukuthi tonke noma yonke imikhicito yeligwayi kufanele ibe neticwayiso leticacako.
These warnings should be based on a credible research. I think to the committee that we must have a thorough research so that we base those warnings on informed information. Thank you very much.
Misa ukuthi cwaningo lwendiwe kabanzi ngebungoti lobukhona. Ngiyabonga kakhulu.
Good day. Ndipushela chairperson. Ndipushela member ta parliament ni hinkwavo ngalani.
Greetings to the chairperson, members of parliament, and everyone present.
Vito la me Mavis ndiwakambambo.
My name is Mavis Mbambo.
Ndihuma eBushbuckridge eWatch 24
I'm from Bushbuckridge in what
Otley Trust. And the seller bill lay.
I support the bill.
Why? Ndiseketela imhaka ya ku ila ku sivela ku dzaha eka public.
I support the bill because it wants to prevent smoking in public.
La ku nga ne vana na ku nga ne vavasati lava kalaka va nga dzaheki na va nga ni makhwiri.
Where there's children, pregnant women, and women who are not smoking.
Ni ku sivela ku xavisa hi leswi swa michini swa ku hoxa mali swa ku hambi vana lavatsongo ku ya va xava la chinini mhaka ya ku a swi na a xi koti ku sensa limit ya n'wana loko a xava.
Also because it wants to prevent sale from vending machines which cannot sense the age of the child when they're about to buy.
Ndi tlhela ndi seketela futhi ku swi ni nkoka ngopfu ku vana va hlayiseka hi ku vatswari van'wanyana ku va le ka ndhawu yini vo dzaha swi ze swi endla ku vana va va ni ti-asthma va va ni bronchitis va va ni mavabyi ya ku hambanahambana lava kulaka va nga va ni nkingha ya ku va va ni short of breathness hi mhaka ya ku va dzahisiwe hi vatswari va vona.
Also, I support it because sometimes when parents are drunk, they don't look at where they are smoking and who is around. They can see the presence of children such as bronchitis and asthma and will be affected by that.
Xin'wanyana lexi ndi fana na vanyawu affecta health ya vana.
I also ask that perhaps the bill can include different things that are smoked and taken in or substances such as nyaupe or weed, which also can affect people's health.
The submission.
Thank you.
Greetings, Chair. Greetings, members of Parliament. My name is.
Ngiyanibingelela Sihlalo, ngibingelela nemalunga eParlamente.
My name is ngibingelele nomphakathi. My name is Zinhle Ngcobo, and I am part of the Protect Our Next campaign.
You're part of?
Protect Our
I also greet members of the public who are here. My name is Ngobo, a member of Protect.
Our next campaign. Protect our next campaign.
Yeah, so
Yeah, okay. Okay, so, according to my understanding, Chair, as you explained at the beginning, this bill does not ban tobacco farming. So it will not result in any job losses. However, I do encourage the government, the departments of agriculture to empower and help our farmers to transition to alternative and profitable crops, especially like small farmers.
Ukuva kwami ngalendlela sihlalo lo chaze ngayo uma wenda singeniso ukuthi lo mthethosivivinyo le ubalulekile batali bethu mhlawumbe laba bebasebenta kule etimbonini letifana netimboni leteligwayi bathole leminye imisebenzi.
And I also like to point out that advertisements of tobacco products has long been banned, so it shouldn't affect any businesses, as someone just mentioned now. So, okay.
Nangaphambilini imikhicito yeligwayi seyike yavalelwa kumbe yancatshelwa ukuthi ibe khona. Ngibona kwangazuthi lo kuphasiswa kwalomthethosivivinyo lo angeke kube nemthelela lomubi.
Okay. Once the bill is passed, I think it's important for us to understand that angeke izisho ukuthi umam sibanibani nobubani sibanibani angeke asakwazi ukudayisa ugwayi ongeke asakwazi ukuthengisa iluzi. Kodwa, in my understanding, the main purpose of this bill is to protect children and young people.
Uma lo mthetho lo si bantu batabe sebayancabelwa kumbe bayavinjelwa ukuthi bangasalithengisi ligwayi. Kodwa ke lokubaleke kakhulu lokuhle ngalomthethosivivinyo ukuthi bantwana batawuvikeleka kanye nebantu labanye impilo yabo itawuvikeleka.
To give a bit of background to what I'm saying, our very own Tobacco Free Youth Forum conducted a study called the Tiny Target, which shows the marketing tactics used by the industry at points of sales near schools. Our very own South African Tobacco Free Youth Forum did a study called Tiny Targets, which assessed marketing tactics used by the industry at points of sales near schools. You can read it.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Lengithanza ukuphawula futhi lapha ukuthi kukhona licwaningo lolwendiwe ngule nhlangano le bengikhuluma ngayo lolukhombisa ukuthi laba dayilisa kumbe laba uhweba ngeligwayi letindlela tabo tekukhangiswa ikakhulu la kuthengiswa indlela leto atikemukeleki.
So the marketing tactics that we saw was placing tobacco products near sweets or chips, or placing tobacco products at the eye level of children.
Lokho ke kufana nekuthi njengoba besengishito ukuthi nawubeka ukhangisa ngemikhicito yeligwayi eceleni kwemachi nasetindzaweni la letiphansi letifinyele la kufinyelela khona bantwana.
So the current law states that you cannot sell to persons under the age of 18. So I believe that children do not see products on their way to school. They will not be tempted to buy these products, and street vendors will not be tempted to sell to these children.
Ngakho ke uma ngabe le mkhicido eligwayi itawubekwa lela bantwana bangeke bayibone khona. Abanawu lingeka ukuthi bathenge noma ngabe bayahamba etikolweni. Kanti futhi nalabo labathengisa emgwaqweni nabo angeke balingeke ukuthi bathengisele bantwana imikhiqido eligwayi.
Njengesilana ngiyathemba ukuthi akekho umzali ongafuna iqala ukuthi ama informal traders nabo angeke bafuna ukudayiselwa ingane zabo zidayisela ugwayi. And ngizikhulumela nami, I don't have children but I do have nephews and nieces, and angeke ngifune ukuthi baqale ukubhema. So I think as umphakathi, let's do the right thing and encourage the government to pass this bill so that we can better protect young people and children.
Parents, I hear. I am pretty convinced that as parents, nobody wants to see or buying cigarettes. And even those traders or vendors, they wouldn't want to see their children starting to smoke. And in fact, the community at large wouldn't want that to happen to children. So as a responsible community, let's do the right thing and bill which is aimed at protecting our children.
Ngiyabingelela kuso ikomiti nomphakathi wonke.
Greetings to the chairperson, the whole committee and members of the community.
Gama lami nguphindile kwangu, ngingusosayensi eSouth African Research Council.
My name is Phindile Ngobese.
I'm a scientist. A scientist at the South African Medical.
Oh, I am scientist at the South African Medical Council.
Research Council.
I'm a scientist at the
Ngiphinde ngizoba umfundi owenza iziqu zakhe zobotela eSifako Makgatho Health Sciences. I'm doing my PhD.
I am also a student who is studying towards her doctorate and
eSifako Makgatho
at Sifako Makgatho Academic Hospital.
Health Sciences University. Mina engilwenzayo mayelana nezifundo zami lubuka ukusetshenziswa kwagwayi wesintu noma isinafu ngokwesintu nangokwesimanje manje. So I'm looking at the use of smokeless tobacco in a traditional manner and also in the modern space.
My research as a student is to investigate and look at the ways in which traditional stuff is used as opposed to the use of cigarettes.
What we are finding noma esikutholayo ukuthi impela isinemfu sidlala indima enkulu futhi ebalekile kubalaphi bethu bendabuko.
What we have discovered is that it is true that snuff plays a very important role in traditional healing, especially in African traditional healing.
Futhi nabalaphi bethu bendabuko banemgomo nembandela bayo uma besebenzisa isinemfu.
And our traditional healers also, when they use snuff, they use it correctly, and there is it out of how to go about using this product.
What we are also finding ukuthi kunabantu abasebenzisa logwayi ngendlela okungesiyo.
We have also discovered that there are those who are using this tobacco product in a that is not supposed, they are not supposed to be using.
Impilo zabo engcipheni enkulu.
It puts their risk.
Ngikhuluma che kunabantu abejovwe logwayi ngendlela yokuthi abazi ukuthi benze njani bayalidinga usizo.
As I speak to you, there are people who have become addicted to this type of tobacco and they don't know what to do or where to go.
Ngakho ke lo mthetho ni abantu abasebenzisa logwayi ngongesiyo bakwazi ukuvikeleka futhi basithole indlela yokuthola usizo.
Therefore, I believe that this bill is going to make sure that people use this traditional or this snuff in a proper way. That those, for instance, who have found themselves to be, who have put themselves at risk, would be assisted in terms of how to find their way back.
Umthetho lo enu-proposayo kithi awumelene nokusetshenziswa kwesi.
This bill is not against the use of a traditional snuff.
Using it in a traditional manner, but rather it will protect noma uzovikela ukuthi nabanye bengayitholi bese simeni la bengasakwazi ukuphuma khona ekusebenziseni logwayi.
It is not against the traditional use of snuff as such, but it is designed those who use it and that are able to use it in the proper manner.
Ngakho ngiyosekela ngokugcwele lo mthetho ngiyabonga.
Therefore, I fully support this bill.
Ngibamba ngathi imbili limphathe lihlelo ngibingelele endlini neticukuthwane tonke letikhona la embukwethu.
I'm embracing this opportunity, Chairperson, and I'd like to pass my greetings to everyone in the house.
Likholu ngwakanyundu ngibuya endzaweni yakabhokweni lebitwa ngeChini Trust.
My name is Paul Nyundu, and I come from Gabogweni Township within Shweni Trust.
Ngisebentela umphakathi. So ngaleyo ndlela ke manje ngiqolise kuleyo ndzawo. Ngifuthi longamele skole.
I'm also a member of the school governing body.
Nasibuka ke sibukisana nabothishela okanye mhlambe ne school management ngendlela kukhalwa ngakhona ngelinani lebantwana besikole lababhemako.
When we engage with teachers, there's a huge concern around learners who are smoking. This we are doing with the management team.
Nasibuka sibona siyathuka ukuthi kungenika nakuphela unyaka laba lababhala kuletsheni 80% wethu labanye bayobe bangene ibhedlela labanye bangene emajele kunokuthi mhlambe linyendi lalo 80%.
We are concerned that the greater majority of the students who are currently writing their matric will end up hospitalized instead accessing institutions of higher learning.
Asho kafushane mayima ukuthi lo mzuliswano mzuliswano wesibili njengoba ngibone lo yamzuliswano wokuqala.
I would like to state this is the second round as I've already witnessed the first round.
Ngibona ngathi umoya bovunguta uyale kulena ke umoya ushona ku direction.
I see the winds are blowing differently as compared to the first round
Ngoba singayi kanhlanye singasiwe manje.
because people don't tend to agree.
Ngithanda ngokusho njalo ke ngithanda kusho ukuthi ngiyawusekela lo mthetho osivivinyo ngushayela tanda.
I would like to state my support for this bill and I applaud it.
Lo ngihlaba umqhele kakhulu ngunangu yalapha kuloku lemhlambe kuvete kuthiwa kufuna lokungenani kushintshwe okanye kuthulwe emphakatsini.
What really got my attention is what is stated in point C regarding the presentation to the public,
Lefunzeka ngale ngicela kuyicaphuna nje kancane.
which reads as follows. I would like to quote,
Plain packaging with health warnings, pictorials.
ku package wa kufanele kucacise ngaloku sobala.
Ngiye ngaba nenhlanhla ke kusebenta kulesinye isikhumulo setindiza.
I was quite fortunate to have worked at the airport.
Ngokubuka ke labanye bosikiliti labavela kulamanye mandla laba kuma duty free shops wakhona.
I have witnessed cigarettes that have been imported from other countries.
Ngawubona anetithombe letikhombisako bungoti lobela mhlambe lobuswa kubhema.
I see that they are unapologetic in displaying graphically pictures that demonstrate the dangers of smoking.
Ngalithenga ke lelo gwayi ngoba vele bhema ligwayi.
I used to buy cigarette because I was already a smoker.
Kodwa ngaleyo package leyo ukuthi kusho na kuhamba iminyaka mbili emithathu ngiyobe nginje.
But I must point out that I was deterred by those graphics because then that owes my future as a smoker.
Ushayela tandla nanga umthetho sivivinyo.
I applaud this bill.
Into lengayisho ke ukuthi njengoba uhulumende anelihlelo lokubusa ngekubambisana.
What I would like to state and point out is that as this government is a government that operates in a cooperative manner,
Akubanjiswane ekuthenini wonke lo mthetho lochijiyelwe la nalo kusata uthulwa futhi
let there be cooperation.
swane kuliwe nebuqopholo labo lekungibona bona ema law enforcers lekufanele baqiniseke ukuthi sibhemela etindzaweni letifanele silandzele umthetho ngalokufanele ngalokuchijiyelwe kube kuyendiwa kanjalo ngiyabonga.
Let us work in collaboration with the law enforcement agencies to fight corruption and ensure that people smoke where they are supposed or in test areas.
Dumelang,
Greetings.
leina la ka ke nna Mapule Mohlala,
My name is Mapule Mohlala.
ke tswa Graskop Tabacho Municipality Ward 10.
I'm from Graskop Tabachweu Municipality in Ward 10.
Nna ke tlile mo go supporta the bill.
I came here to support the bill.
Go na le dintlha tse di rilego tse di dirang gore ke support the bill ye.
There are some points which makes me to support the bill,
Ene ke supporta bjalo ka motswadi.
and I'm supporting this bill as a parent.
Ene ke supporta bjalo ka nkgono.
I'm supporting this bill as a grandmother
Yo a nyakang go bona bana ba gagwe ba phulela mo bophelong.
who wants to
Ya mathomo ke go botsa gore bill ye e bolela ka go hlahlamolla go raramolla molao o bego o le gona wa molao wa Act 83 wa 1993 o be o dutse o le gona.
The first point that I wish to highlight is that this bill is in operation, that is Act number
83 of 1993.
Act number 83 of 1993.
Ke moka gona le dintlhana tse dingwe tse di leng ka tlase ga molawana o wa 1993.
There are some points which are falling under this
Act of 1993.
tšeo di dirang gore ke emele molawana. Ke tlo kgopela go di bolela ka leleme la Sekgowa gore ba di kwe.
I would like to mention these points in English so that the members of the community can be in a position to follow.
The indoor public places and certain outdoor areas.
Mo elong gore go ba le tše elong gore di berekishwa ka gare le tše elong gore di berekishwa ka ntle.
A re boleleng ka di-tavern, ka kua gare ga di-tavern, batho ba no tsuba, ba sa nyako kera ka motho ya le mo gaufi le bona.
Let us talk about taverns. Patrons who are at a tavern just smoke as they wish. They do not care about other people who are in close proximity to them.
Bjale re kgopela o ka re Palamente e ka strengthen that thing ya gore batho ba kgone gore ba kgone go yaga a separate house or a separate a kere mo ba tlo gona go fulela gona ba contaminate ba bangwe batho.
So we are appealing to the Parliament to strengthen this law that there is a designated smoking area that is built so that smokers go to that particular place to have their smoke instead of contaminating other people or non-smokers.
Le ka montle ba fulago ka montle public ke kgopela gore the Parliament is thing ya gore the of 6 months imprisonment gona implement you.
And in relation to those who smoke outside the tavern, I am asking the Parliament to make laws whereby a person must be a prison of 6 months.
Go ya ka tša maphelo yo a folago motšoko a mmetše moši o montši o na le yo a dutše mo hleng ga gagwe.
According to health studies, a person who smoke doesn't inhale a lot of smoke as opposed to a person seated next to them.
Bjalo ke be ke re molao o tiišetšwe batho ba ba swariwe batho ba ba kgone go yaga dintlwana tše ba tlo go kgona go fulela.
Let this law be tightened. Let these people be arrested and be sent to prison.
Ya bobedi ke the sale of cigarettes.
One is ban the sale of cigarettes through vending machines.
Bana besho a re gane metšhini e gona metšhini e rekišago kwai fe kwai metšhini e ka sa kgone go detecta gore motho o ka tlase ga 18 years or over 18 years.
There are vending machines which are dispensing tobacco. These machines are not in a position to detect that a person making a purchase is under a certain age or not.
Metšhini eo e bolawa e sa hlola e ba gona.
These vending machines must be banned.
Go na le the packaging. Plain packaging re bolela ka gore ka kua dinaga tse di leng ka gaufi le rena go tshwana le bo Zimbabwe le bo kae di tlisha di-cigarette ka mo tse le gore a di a brandiwa di plain a re tsebe gore ke motšoko gore go na le diphata ka mo gare na.
There's this other thing of plain packaging. There are neighboring countries such as Zimbabwe and so forth. They bring cigarettes or packages of cigarettes into our country. We are not even that which is within that particular package is indeed cigarette or some wood of some because they're not branded.
Re be re kgopela gore the packaging e be generalized.
We are asking that this of packaging be generalized.
Ya bo 4 ke ban of display at point of sale.
The fourth one is ban of display at the point. We are asking that cigarettes be removed from points where the public can be in a position to see them.
Because bana ba rena ge ba tloga ba itswa di-rehab ge ba boa ba crave ge ba bona a le mo pele.
Because once our children come back from rehabilitation centers, whenever they go to shops, you'll see.
Ke a tshepa palamente e tlo re direla meshomo
I believe the parliament will do the job on our behalf.
ka gore youth ya rena e tlo khwetša meshomo in future ba tlo ba ba sa phele.
Because employment in future. I thank you.
Ndzi rhandza ku khensa opportunity lewa and ndzi rhandza ku mi xeweta chairperson na n'wina hinkwenu mi nga koho na members ta community.
I would like to first of all greet all of you, the chairperson, and together with your committee or your members of the committee and everyone who is present here.
My name is Matonsi Butlare Edgar from the University of Mpumalanga, the current CRC chairperson at the University of Mpumalanga. I'm 20 years old and I'm doing my final year in the Bachelor of Arts, majoring in English, mix as well as psychology.
Himena Edgar ni student eka Shale University naswona ni le ku endleni ka tidyondzo ta mina ilembe ro hetelela yes lembe ra mina ro hetelela leri and ni yimela swichudeni kwale university.
So rising in terms of section 3 and 4 of this bill that we have just read here.
Ni lava ku vulavula mayelana na xiyenge 3 na 4 xa nawu lowu ku vulavuriwaka hi wona.
So in terms of sales of tobacco through the conducted research in my psychological assignment,
Loko swi te makeni ya ku xavisa fole hi ku ya hi ndzavisiso lowu endliweke lowu khumbaka tidyondzo ta mina.
vast number of kids aged of 11 to 19, especially in the place area of Likazi in Kanyamazan,
Vana lava nga exikarhi ka malembe ya 11 na 19 etindhawini to hambanahambana ngopfungopfu endhawini ya le ka Nyamazana
find themselves under the impression of bandwagon effect, of which is same as peer pressure, but not quite peer pressure.
va tikuma va ri ehansi ka muxaka wo karhi wa ntshikelelo wa tintangha.
So the bandwagon effect about the advertisement of necessity, of products that are outside there, particularly tobacco, alcohol, and whatsoever substances that students need to abuse.
Ka sweswo ku kumiwe leswaku swinavetisi leswi nga kona leswi nga navetisiki swilo swa xisekelo swo fana na swakudya kambe swi navetisaka swilo swo fana na byala na fole.
I like to believe that members communities or committee are parents, and at home they tend to watch television with their kids. While watching television, they tend to see advertisements of conflicts there. While seeing the advertisement of conflicts or new advertisements of conflicts, their kids tend to say that we will need to buy that particular conflict or new product of conflicts.
Na tshemba leswaku van'wana va n'wina eka komiti leyi mi vatswari swi nga endleka loko mi tshamile ekaya ni vana va n'wina mi vona swinavetiso swo hambanahambana ka television, swin'wana swi nga ha navetisa hi ti-conflicts letintshwa ti nga kona ivi vana va ti navela va vula leswaku va nga tsakela leswaku ti xaviwa.
This is the same source or the same cause of young people who are finding themselves under the impression of smoking cigarettes because of the brand, because of how they smell. As far as we are concerned, majority of the young kid can feel like they want to smoke it.
Kutani in ndlela leyi fanaka ni swinavetiso swa fole swi endla leswi fanaka eka vana lava nga vela I swilo leswi swi navetisiwaka swa fole va navela onge va nga dzaha.
So It is that's why we are rising today and say this bill was supported.
ko nawumbisi lowu ha wu seketela naswona hi nave pasisiwa.
It is very important to note that each individual should go buy a cigarette because they want to smoke it, not necessarily because it has been imposed to them through the interpellation as well as the advertisement that was imposed to the public.
Hi lava leswaku vanhu loko va ya xava fole va nga vi va kuceteriwa hi swinavetiso leswi hlaleleke kambe ku ri ntsena hikuva va swi lava.
I'm so glad that the last speaker, who is a parent, had already alluded to this matter and especially pointed that there are people who are particularly in rehab at this particular moment. When they leave rehab and they go to an example, Pick and Pay, Spa, whatever store they're gonna be seeing these colorful cigarettes, these beautiful colorful cigarettes, and then they have the zeal again to go back to smoke. So of which at the end of the day, and the significant, as well as the great consequence as to why should you pass this bill. Thank you very much.
Swivulavuri lexi hetaka ku vulavula xi hlamuseleke leswaku mhaka ya ku navetisa fole yi bihe ngopfu hikuva hambi ku ri vana lava humaka etindhawini to pfuniwa ku tshika ku tirhisa swidzidziharisi loko va vona swinavetiso kumbe ku kombisiwa mafole eswitolo swo tanihi ti-Pick and Pay na Spa va nga ha tlhela va navela ku dzaha. Inkomu.
Thank you very much. Can see we're all drawing a bit tired. I'm not going to take a break, but I think if we can just stand for a short while, just 2 minutes, stretch your legs, especially the members here. seated, please. Can we come inside? Please come inside. Where are the members? In the next few seconds, please come inside.
Oh, by the way, that's the reason of the
I said I was going to take a third round of people who were right at the back, standing. One hand, please come forward. Lady with a green hat, forward. Two, and the lady there, 5, 4, 5, 6. But I was also going to look outside. Anybody on the outside? Come inside. Yes, two of you. This table, same. Can we maintain order, please, even though the mishap has happened over there? Good. If we have 9 chairs, it's yes, next round. They fine? They okay? Just put chairs, that's 9 of them, so that's fine. All right, let's proceed.
Cela ukuthi ngithanze ukuthi ngibingelele i-leadership yonke lekhona phakathi njengabe ngabe Comrade Stumodlin from COSATU, former leaders of the trade union.
I would like to
So Tinesi,
I would like to express my greetings to the leadership that is present here today, especially the former leader of COSATU.
it's currently chief of.
Just give me a moment, let's get some order. Can we please get some attention to the listener?
Sicela ukuthi singabanga umsindo khona sitova laba labakhulumako ukuthi bathini.
All right, thank you.
Njengabe sibonga i-government yethu ukuthi namuhla itozivakashela la ito consult iMpumalanga in particular la eNesville. Mina ngimahle Nkosi Mondlane from Kanyamazane.
My name is Kosi Mondlane from Kanyamazane. Parliament, our representatives for having come here in Nelsville in order to engage us as a community on this very important issue.
It shows that it kills, and you know our president is not a smoking person, which means that we must pay exemplary to him.
Ukukhombisa ukuthi uhulumende wakithi unguhulumende nakekelako. Mengameli wethu kuleli vele leli akalibhemi ligwayi.
Today in the rehab center, when he told me that his brother is surviving with only one lung. Surviving is C1 because of smoking.
It is painful. Oh, kungivisa buhlungu kakhulu o kungivise buhlungu kakhulu uma ngiyovakashela umngani wami lapho rehab lapho afike wangitshela ukuthi ukhona umnakabo lo seneliphaphu linye ngesimanga sekubhema. Lokho ke kukhombisa ukuthi kubhema kumbe ligwayi liyabala.
This bill 100%. But
ngaloko ke ngiyawesekela lo mthetho sivivinyo 100%.
Yes, but then also it must also speak around how do we destroy monopoly capital around the cigarette smugglers and those people who are putting tobacco in our country, like Coatley, those the British tobacco. We must make sure that we distance ourselves from those institutions.
Ingabe silwa njani sibanqoba njani laba labandlondlobele kakhulu ngetimali lababitwa ukuthi I-capital and laba labeta la lakithi bete naletinto leti buthi leti tocitha sive nelive lakithi.
Let me also appreciate the country when it speaks around controlling of smoking, in particular when it speaks around children. It shows that our government is really responsible, that it wants to see the young leaders to be also held in their life. Because if you are not, it means that you're going to...
Futhi nekuphawula lokunye lokushiwo kuwo lo mthetho sivivinyo lapho kukhuluma khona ngekuvikeleka kwebantwana bavikelwe egwayini kumbe intuthu yeligwayi. Lokho kuyabonisa ukuthi uhulumende wethu ubanakekelele bantwana hulusha uyabacabangela ngoba ngibo bantu labasha lekufuneka bakhule babe baholi bakusasa.
Another thing is the issue of what we call illegal. South Africa must also support South African products.
Lokunye futhi lokukhulunywa ngakho lolo lesikubonako cigarette labangekho emthethweni Loko ke kufuna ukuthi uhulumeni kithi akisi kumbe bosomabhizinisi balange khathi elveni kuze bandlondloba.
Yeah, this bill also must speak because me, I'm from the rehab center around drugs, to discuss drugs because cigarettes also makes people to smoke drugs.
Mineke
including
njengemuntu lo sebenza lapha rehab lapho kubuyiselwa khona timilo tebantu kumbe bantu lasebagcilatekile ngandlela thide.
So therefore I support the bill, support this bill 100%.
Baleke kakhulu ke ukuthi kungancatshelwa kuphela ligwayi kumbe bosi nako kufuneka uhulumende akuphakamele nako ngoba kuyincithave kubulala bantu labasha ngalawo magama lawo
sanibonani ngihlalo lapha eTulu la nihleti khona ligama lami ngithembi mota Gadanji from Ward 24.
Greetings to honorees. My name is Tembi Mota from Gadanji in Ward 4.
Ngiyabonga livula lona kini. Ngiyasekela lo mthetho.
My view is that I would like to support this bill.
Support lo mthetho ngoba ngumntali.
Why do I support this bill? The reason is simple.
Ngakhalela isikhwama sami ukuthi ngizothengisa ini kodwa abantwana bayaphela
about financial gain, whereas our children are compromised, especially in schools.
Siba kerisa labo 5 rand bantwana kuthi tikolweni alkwaye afika kuphuphusele wena umntali angakuhloniphi nekusuyini.
If only you can see the situation in schools, you will just go to the school and you will find that children are openly smoking and they are so proud that they even blow the smoke in your face.
Manje ngibona ukuthi lo mthetho manje ubhema kanjani ligwayi kwa South Africa kusabhema ligwayi.
So if this bill is indeed passed as law, you will have a leg to stand on and ask this child how is smoking, whereas in smoking is prohibited.
Lokunye longucela ngaphansi bangifuna nisicleanele ligwayi lekuqhamuka ngoba lelona abantu abethu ngile bathengele emgwaqeni labo 5 bob nalabo 1 rand.
Can you please deal with the illicit cigarette industry freely available on the streets?
Longucela ko lokunye ngicela ningagcini la ngathi lo ngahamba ngetikolo nikubeke mthetho uqine nikhethe liwadi la leto hamba ngetikolo for 2 weeks kuze umntali wakhe athi ukuthi umntwana esikoleni akakayili kofusa wele kophe maligwade lebo tishela.
Also propose that you engage at what level so that visit schools, and that will have consequences for a child who is found in possession of a cigarette, say at least a 2-week span, so that that child is then also expected to bring their action.
Ngiyabonga lokusala ko mina ngahleki umntwana kamakhelwane makabhema nakimkuyeta lento livile kufuna ngikhude kamakhelwane ngakangeni kimi. Danke ngiyabonga.
We could be more responsible and not laugh when we see another person's child smoking, because tomorrow it might be your child. Let us work together.
Bingelela nonke. Igama lami ngimamodi from Graskop, eWard 10. Mina ligama lami ngimamodi from Graskop.
Greetings to the house. My name is Modi and I come from Graskop.
Ochen. Uma yonke into. Ngithi nangizokhona ukukhansela mahab labantwana lababhema wona emathaveni or outside. Asazi ukuthi lapha kula mahab bafakani na.
I am
Please just stand closer
here
to the mic. Ask the
and
lady.
I can hear that you are making all sorts of comments, but I'm concerned about the Habli Bab. What is contained in that product?
Na nizokhona ukukhansela nemarizla. Oba insango ihambelana nema cigarettes. Oba isango abakhona ukuyibhema ingana masi.
About that Rizla brand of paper that is you wrap marijuana, because at times we've noticed that people who smoke cigarette also smoke marijuana. So are you also going to pass a law on that brand of paper?
Thank you. Yes, again.
I support the bill. Thank you.
Sanibonani nonke eholweni.
Greetings to the House, the honorable members from Parliament.
Angichaza ukuthi nginibone nishatandla ukuthi support noma support mara ngifuna ningilalele icala.
I'm not here my position. I want to also maybe express an opinion.
Ngamunye ngamunye lapho phasanhle likhona manje siyabuka ligwayi bangakhona ukulivala amaborder gates lingedinga lana na.
You really believe that our border gates are in a position to stop illegal cigarettes?
Secondly, kanjani ethaveli uvale ligwayi why uhlulwa zekusi? How can you cigarette?
I'm concerned about the operating hours for taverns, because before we get to the issue of prohibiting the use of cigarettes, what about the operating times?
Topstar, Somatis in Bombay.
I come from Top Star Taxi Association within the city of Mobela.
See, we are fighting drugs. Mara sahluleka funa balwe nama drugs. Basivimba bakithi. Selikwayo utolivimba njani? Angifuni ukuvumelana.
Quite ambitious perhaps in the square fight issue of cigarettes, because we are unable to fight those who are dealing in drugs.
Sengivala ke. Mina ngithi bekukuhle uma beningabeka imithetho yekubheka indzawo yabo. Bekukuhle ngaleyo ndlela.
I think that maybe we can start with excluding people who are smoking or secluding them to areas. Maybe we can start there.
So bengifuna understand ukuthi ngajaha ukuvumelana noma ngivumelana. Angifuni sengane sikhulume ngento engendiki isigcwelela yolu. Ngifuna sikhulume ngento esiyati ukuthi ingahle yendeke. Akusilula kuvala ligwayi. Ngiyabonga.
Okay. We get carried away about the issue of prohibiting the use of cigarettes. The question is it even feasible?
kokugcina iposition lengimakuyo bekukuhle ukuthi
The question,
okay
my position is that it would be nice to prohibit the use of cigarettes.
ngihambisana nokuthi ngalivala but ngifuna ndivisise lama facts abala
I support this. Sendibingelela nonke.
I'm observing all protocol.
Ngiyabahlonipha kwabo.
My name is Harold Gondwe,
Ligama lami nginguHarold Gondwe.
a retired principal of a local school in Kanyamazan.
Ngingu Tishela nhloko lesathethe umhlala phansi kuletinye tetikolo.
Associate pastor in North.
Kunginyaka ngingilomunye webafundisi endzaweni yaseThekwani North.
I have interacted with learners.
Ngatithola nginabo bafundzi kanye.
I have interacted with parents. I have interacted with SGP members. And we all agree that we need to inculcate good morals in our learners.
Kufanele sibuyise similo kubantwana bethu.
Children are assets of this country.
Bantwana bethu balifu. Kufanele sibe baholi labahola ngekubasibonelo lesihle.
I went through the bill. And I'm so excited about the reason. I'm also excited about the measures that will be taken. Why? This bill is about protection. This bill is about human rights. I have retired peacefully. Why? Because we did not have disease. As I stand, I'm not a second-hand smoker. I've got an input for the warnings. That is, may they use a red color written danger. Maybe the message will be carried across. For the health officials, can you tell me one benefit of smoking? I'll be supporting that the bill not pass. Having said that, I'm supporting this. In conclusion, we have lost so many lives during the past years through COVID. These products are not regulated. they will continue.
Tawuqhubeka. Nekuba ngumbulalave.
Good afternoon, the House, attendees, Mr. Chair and Parliament members. I am Marina Erasmus. I'm representing Sanka Louveld as manager there. And Sanka forms part of the 31 offices nationally.
Sanibonani ngiyanibingelela malunga eParliament kanye nawe losesihlalweni.
Yeah, I'm from Sanka Louveld and Sanka Louveld. We're situated in the middle center of Mbombela here in town.
Uya kaSanka la eMbombela lioffice lethu kumbe lapho sitholakala khona kulapha eMbombela.
As I said, we form part and affiliated to Sanka National as one of the 31 offices. We believe we are the specialists in addiction and treatment thereof.
Sinawe emahhovisi akulo lonke live sibochwepheshe la uma kukhulunywa ngetindzaba tekugcilateka ahlukene njengetidzakamiva.
We welcome the bill. Thank you very much. It's long outstanding.
Siyayemukela ke lo kufuneka ngabe sekudzala wabakhona.
Long outstanding in terms of that we believe legislation needs to be revised regularly, actually 5 years. Past times are changing. We are changing. The substance field is changing. And thank you very much for including nicotine devices.
Siyemukela ke siyakujabulela lokho lokuthi kulomthetho osivivinyo lo ngoba kubalekile ukuthi umthetho bekufe emva kwaleyo ngobe vele tinto tiyanjinja nathi siyanjinja siyagucuka kanzi ke nale sebenta kuyo ngaso sonke isikhathi ngakho ke ngiyajabula kakhulu ukuthi kuze kwafika isikhathi la niugucula khona kumbe niuchibela khona lo mthetho.
In response to the previous contributors, I just want to say I've heard a lot of fear for those who says the actual fact is it's actually a pity that we have to be here today to have a bill and to regulate substances because it seems that the average person doesn't mind anymore to know what is good for himself or not.
Ngisa kwangazuthi futhi bekungakhulunywa kakhudlwana ngalokubhema lo nge-electric bebulume ngema-vaping lapho kusho si inhlobo yokubhema lena lengakajwayeli light khona kube ngemlilo leligwayi lelitayelekile mangendlela mhlambe singathi le technology bathi abawesekeli lo mthetho sivivinyo kubhlungu ngabi kimi njengomuntu lo sebela ngihlale ngibe tindvo letinengi ngobe lekile kakhulu ukuthi bantu labafana nalabo basekelwe.
I also want to applaud all teachers standing up here today and say, the purpose of this bill is to protect. And that is what people forget. Why do we have legislation? It is in protect for those who do not have a voice, and I believe that is our choice yet.
Ngifuna kwesekela ke ngijabulele nalabo bomake bogogo kanye nabothishela labasukumile la nabo bawathi basekela lo mthetho ngobe umthetho lo wendele ukuthi uvuyele bantwana bantwana kusukela phansi kuze kuyoshaya kuminyaka long 18 la ukhanza ukuthi khona mhlambe abana live abakhona ukuthi kumela angeke bakhona ukuthi ivikele ngakho ke kubavikele.
Then when we talk about informed decisions, the way that the bill stated it, that it needs to be clearly what 100%, as well nicotine content. We believe firmly that information is protection. So the more information actually there will be on that package that says this is dangerous, the consumption clear in the bill, and I think it just falls under the health sector. The impact on the health is the psycho social impact it has on the brain. So I've talked.
Done now.
Thank you so much.
Sikhuluma ke nasikhuluma ngebantwana sikhuluma ngebantu mhlawumbe lebasengakakwadi kuthatha tinqumo letibhadlile kubalekile ke lokho ukuthi ke bahole kahle uma basakwenda kona lokho ngifuna ukugcizelela futhi nangendzaba yaloku lokuthi akubhalwe kahle kucace lapha ukuthi kunani la ekhathi kuze abantu batowati uma ngabe bayithatha bayifake emlonyeni lento leyo balinzele balinzele ukuthi kutawuba yini umphumela lokunye lengakakuvisisanga kahle la kulomthetho ukuthi kukhulunywa kuphela nje kakwemuntu lapha ekuhlaleni akukhulunywa kugcizelelwe kakhulu ukuthi letinto leti ligwayi lentani kuphazamisa ingqondo yemuntu ikakhulukazi semusha losakufuneka akhule.
Dumelang.
Greetings,
Leloka kaofela la parliament.
as well as all the members of the parliament.
And then ke rata ho leboga ka matla gore le tlisitse lenaneo le la tobacco.
I would like to relate to tobacco here.
Ke nna Sandra wa Mathebula wa utswa Otlhe.
I am Sandra Matebula from Oakley.
Ke emetse community ya Otlhe.
I am representing the community of Oakley.
Nyagalela ka baka la motsoko.
In Oakley, as a community, we are having a problem with regards to these young boys who are now being addicts of tobacco.
Ga mmogo le yona ya ba injecta wo naliti ela naliti I injecta batho ba bararo na malwetse he nna
As well as Nyao The others are even going to an extent of injecting them one needle to inject on 3 people.
So ra leboga, and then ka ge go na le motšhini ela ya di ba re ke di ye ya o rekisha di-cigarette. Re re ke kgopela molao a o dira yang go monitora metšhini eo.
I thank you. In relation to the tobacco vending machines, I would like the Parliament to people who will be monitoring these vending machines.
Ga mmogo le ba ba re bona ba na le di-company tša di-tobacco le bona a ba ba hire le batho ba gore ba ye ba ba monitore ka gore
People who are saying they are having companies which are dealing with tobacco, I'm appealing to you that there must be people who are appointed to go and monitor these people who are dealing with tobacco, because in most instances you'll find that their tobaccos are not branded.
a mmogo le ye yang ba re ke ya technology ye nngwe nka re like o tla re ke ball pen and a se ball pen ba tšhela something ka mo yena
As well as this electronic tobacco device, which are similar to a pen. You will think it's a pen, but inside there's a nicotine of some sort. You will find a very beautiful lady puffing that particular device.
so a re kgopela di-monitora di a ke re ka ge ba re 18 upward ba be sure gore di a monitora.
We ask that we must have monitors who are going to make sure that all the regulations are adhered to. Is indeed that we are saying. I thank you. I support the bill.
Greetings to members of parliament and the chairperson.
Ke medisha maleloko a parlamente ga mmogo le modulasetulo.
Community at large.
Ga mmogo
Neo Dikobe, Provincial Secretary of the Youth Crime Prevention Desk.
leina ka ke Neo Dikobe, ke modulasetulo wa province wa lefapha la bontšhanya le bosenyi.
And a member of the South African Tobacco Free Youth Forum.
Ebile ke leloko la Tobacco Free Youth Forum.
And I can say that as
Ke rata go bolela gore bjalo ka ge ke eme mo batswadi ka moka ba e leng gore ba sepelelana le molaokakanywa o.
all I can say is that we are here advocating for young people. And it's very disappointing hearing a person saying that they do not support the bill.
Se ke ratang go se bolela ke gore re tlile fa go bolelela ba a bolela gore yena o kgahlanong le molaokakanywa o.
And hearing that if cigarettes are not being sold, then there'll be unemployment. It's not like that.
Le ge re kwa motho a re ge sekerete se ka mokgo.
If we cannot sell cigarettes, then why don't we think of other businesses to create or other businesses to start?
Ge e le gore re ka se rekiše disekerete ke ka lebaka la eng re sa tle ka maano a mangwe a dikgwebo tše dingwe
42,000 people are dying related to tobacco every year.
ebile re ka se tle mo ra bolela taba gore ga re kgone go lema sekete tše masome a mane le pedi ba hwa ba bolaya ke sekerete.
I'm here supporting young lives. Hashtag to free generation, free generation, and let's save young people. And all I can say is that we are here standing up for young people and pambiling kabasha pambil.
Ke molao ka kwanya wo ke nyaka gore re be le setšhaba sa baswa ba e leng gore ga ba šomiše sekerete ke re a re tšweleng pele ka taba tša baswa ke a leboga.
Nazo ngithanda ukubulisa kuyihlalo eyiphambili ngoba
I'd like to say greetings to those who are sitting over there, members of parliament, and also to the community at large.
igama lami situated in Ekurhuleni and I'm here I'm a ambassador of Set 5.
Ligama lami
Wanda Vuna.
ngingwanda wakavuna ngibuya eGauteng Ekurhuleni.
Before ngicala ngifuna ukucompare abazali.
Before I start, I would like to make a comparison.
Kunamabhodo amathathu esiwazi sonke la endlini sinamabhodo, right? Manje kunalamabhodo lawo esiwabiza ngokuthi khona la wadurayo esiwabeka lapha phezulu siyabona. Bese kube nalamabhodo lawa ahlala lapha standini ne. Bese kube nalebhodo eli1 esipheka ngala ngazi makwenza njani.
I am talking about 3 pots here. There are those pots, everyone has a pot, knows what a pot is. There are those pots that we put up there and are not used, they are for display. And then there are other pots who are also, and then there's one pot which is used all the time. Why is that so?
Mamelani nalile gama leli kunemathini. Imathini ithengwa nanoma ubani. Yes, bese kube ne3 food. So now abazali bethu bafana nalamabhodo. Why lamabhodo lawo ahlala lapha yana a display? Bese kube naleli elithengwa wonke umuntu. Elisebenziswa njalo. Bese kube naleli elibekunomsebenzi. Mangabe ngizwe ukuthi nyakuphi. All right.
Talking about different pots or 3 pots, we also have meat. We have mutton. for instance, which is not. Now, talking about these 3 pots, which I compare to our parents, is that there is all the time, every time when you want to cook, that's the pot that you want to use. And there's also a special pot that you use, and when you have a big function.
Ngiyabonga mama. I want to say
Ngithanda kusho ukuthi ngiyawusekela ngalokugcwele lo mthetho sivivinyo.
I want to say thank you to the youth who make themselves available in this function, and because lana sikhuluma entsha.
Ngithanda futhi nekubonga lonke lolusha loluthathe isinyathelo lokuthi babe khona la kulomcimbi lona basukume bakhulume lapha ngoba balekile.
Because and manje access umuntu abasha ilama electronic what nalama habli, and why ngikhuluma kanje, I'm heard on Monday ezosa kuyichu 3 girls who are made that who is smoking a habli that was mixed with because of those are girls.
Ngiva buhlungu kakhulu ke ukuthi lesihloko sanamhla kukhulunywa ngeligwayi balusha lwakithi akusasiko nje ligwayi kuphela tinto lebangena kuto kunaloku futhi lokubhema lokwesimanje lokwelectronic naloku bathini habli. Malangeni lamabili lendlule ngiva buhlungu kakhulu ukuthi kutholakele emantombazane lamathathu ashonile ngemuva kwekuthi babheme le habli.
All right, conclude. I'm giving you an opportunity.
So, into engizama ukuyisho ukuthi our parents, let's be realistic, and we know of us ukuthi thinking ukuthi amawami asaphelele na endli or akugqekezwanga na, it's because of iqalwayi yalandela ngensango yeza nge drugs now ukunyawupe. Thank you very much.
Ukuthi njengoba ukuthi batal labanengi labahlangene la siyathi ukuthi laba khona bacabanga emabhodo abo ekhaya ukuthi ingabe asesekhona na kumbe batawathola angekho emabhodo abo ngoba with smoking and then it progresses to other more serious things. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, so we are going here and 4 year. The lady over there, that's 1. The greenish top is 2. At the back with a stripe, lady with a striped top. Right at the back, the lady with the blue, with the pop. It's 1. The red cap is 2. Lady with the black top, yes, is 4, and yes. All right, let's get some order. Thank you. Please proceed.
Okokuqala ngithanda ukubingelela chairman nemalunga eParliament nato tonke.
Greetings to the honorable person and the honorable members and all the community members present here today.
Igama lami nginginaki ngwakankosi ngichamuka ngumlimi weligwayi.
My name is Nandi
Naki
Ngosi, and I am a tobacco farmer.
Kwenhlangano ye-BTFA
Under the BTFA organization.
Mina ngithi angivumelani nale bill ekhulunywa namuhla ngoba mina ngingumlimi weligwayi. Ngikhonile kuphilisa umndeni wami, bantu abami, ngikhuluma nje ngebantwana lebe ngibafselivaliwe nebantwana labahleli. Ngiyakhala ngahulumende ngoba nalabantu lebe basebenza kimi nayo imindeni yabo beyikhona kuphila ngoba
I would
bekhona
like to express my rejection of this bill as a tobacco farmer. As I'm standing in front of you, I have lost out because I used to take my children through school as a farmer, and I am pleading with the government
ngoba nalebe ngibacali ngempilo ngoba kuncane lebe bakuthola.
because I also had employed people who were putting bread on their family tables because of the employment opportunities I had created.
Lokhu ngifisa buhlungu mina ngimisiwe kwathiwa imakethe yokuthengiswa ligwayi ivalue mara ligwayi ngiyalibona emashop liyathengiswa.
What pains me is told that the market for selling tobacco is closed, but I see that people continue to trade.
Ngicela ukuthi butela kuhulumende ukuthi njengoba sivalelwe le market khona bangangicatsha khona.
So my question to the government is, what about us as former tobacco farmers? Because honestly speaking, as you can see me, I have aged. There is no new skill or market that I can penetrate in order for me to make a living.
Enelokunye tiyangena timpahla letiqhamuka ngaphandle letingekho emthethweni tiyathengiswa ticathulo kuyathengiswa but thina lesilima ligwayi semthethweni simisi.
Neighboring countries being imported into the country, and people are continuing to thrive in those businesses or in those industries. But as tobacco farmers, we have been put on hold. Finally,
ngiyacela hulumende ukuthi usicabele.
Plead with our government to be considerate. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, and the community at large. My name is Tato Mako. I'm a proud ambassador and advocate of. So today I'm going to be shorter than myself. I'm usually tall. So,
Libizzo laka ke Tato Mako.
So, Chairperson, I want to say that I support the bill entirely, with no exception.
Modula stulo ke rata go bolela gore ke tloga ke thekga molao ka kanywa o ebile ga gona lebaka le dirang gore ke swaswe.
So, what tobacco industry has always used marketing to lure kids and young people into using these products.
Lebaka la gore ke thekge molao ka kanywa o ke ka baka la gore ba lefapha la disekerete ba berekiša mokgwa wa go kwala kwatša gore ba tliše bana ba bannyane gore.
So I support this bill on section 3 subsection 4D, which says, which speaks on, or in terms of the marketing and the promotion and marketing of the product, says that the offer for sale or supply of any confectionery, toy or other item that resembles whether or the related product. Here we are talking about those sweets that they use. It resembles a cigarette, but inside is this small sweets. So that's one of the reasons I support this bill, because protect our kids and products are actually a good products to use.
E thekga molao ka kwanyago go ya ka karolo ya boraro karolwana ya bone D mo e leng gore ke fa mohlala o no kry-a shwa sweets mo mengoldola jwalo jwalo go lebeletse le sweets le bonagala o ka re ke kwae empa ge ngwana o monnyane a le mona o se.
So, Chairperson, since I set up me before I sit down, let me address the issue of saying that this bill doesn't seek to ban a farming of tobacco products or sales of tobacco products.
Ba mo kopana a se gore molao ka kwanyago o te kemišeditše go thibela batho gore ba leme ka tobacco goba cigarette.
So the industry, so because we have proven with facts and statistics that in the agricultural sector only contributes less than 1% of the agricultural labor.
Ge re lebeletše mo dipalo di a hlatsela. Lefapha la temo ka tša kwae lona lefapha le gabotse ga le na mmereko. Ge re lebeletše lefapha la tša temo ba bolela gore go lema ka tša kwae fela.
So in conclusion, I wanted to say that we were not actually here to discuss financial statements of tobacco industry, but a public health policy. And by pushing
ke rata ka taba tša matlotlo ditšhelete tša ba e leng gore ba gweba ka disekerete.
So if revolution,
bolela ka taba tša maphelo.
If this revolution is the cause of my death, then I love death. Thank you.
E le gore ke tla hwela gore ke kgahlanong le kwae ga go be.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Worker. Today I am here representing Keta Association of South Africa.
Ngiyanibingelela nonke ligama lami Khanyisile Dlomo. Khanyisile Ngwenya. ngi social worker kumbe sonhle la namuhla ngimele inhlangano lebukene kumbe lelwa nekucilateka kwebantu bacilatwa
Part people who cannot speak for themselves and to influence policies that would benefit and protect people in our society.
ingxenye yemsebenzi wekuba ngisonhlala kahle ukuthi funeka umelele labo futhi ubakhulumele labo labangakhoni ukuthi khulumela kumbe ukuthi vikela ubese futhi usekela nemigomo lehambisana nekuvikeleka kumbe kunakekeleka
Of the Tobacco Products and Electronic Delivery Systems Control Bill.
ngilapha namhla ngifuna kuvakalisa kwesekela kwami lo mthetho lo mayelana nekulawulwa kweligwayi kanye futhi naletinye tisetshenziswa electronic.
The toy industry has introduced electronic cigarettes, also known as e-cigarettes.
Le yeligwayi le khichita ligwayi ngiyo lele yende ukuthi namhla sekukhona loku lesitha ukuthi kubhema tindlela tekubhema nge-electronic kumbe laba bhenywa electronically.
They were introduced as harm reduction for smokers to quit smoking, but they hit as that they were introduced as a trap to recruit kids at an early age to do it, but it is for them to get alive, and most will act to regular cigarette smoking.
Leti hlobo leti tekubhenywa lesikhathi kuqala kusetshenziswa kwaba kwangasi kwendelwa ukuthi kuvikele abantu laba lababhemako ngothathwa ukuthi akusiko ingoti kakhulu kufana neligwayi lelejwayelekile kodwa ke seha abantu ikakhulu labasha ukuthi seyindlela yesimanje manje yekubhema kwendelwe ukuthi bantu esikhundleni sokuthi bayekele ukubhema ligwayi balibheme kakhulu siyathi ukuthi basina basuka kubhema into leto bese bayangena ke egwayini mbamba ke babheme lelo gwayi.
Current tobacco loaders late electronic cigarettes, which are a trap for the younger generation to get hooked.
Ngisekela kakhulu ke lo mthetho osivivinyo lo mthetho lo khona losebenta manje lo phathelene neligwayi awunato nge-electronic lokuqukethwe la kulomthetho lona.
This will later generation of adults who are addicted to tobacco.
Siyathi ke ukuthi letindlela leti tekubhema tiheha emehlo ebantu labasha kakhulu isa letindlela leti kakhulu ngakho ke lapho siya khona siya ekutheni la njengoba abantu labasha babaningi lababhema indlela leti sitawuchaza ukuthi njengoba bakhula baba badzala kutaba nebantu labanengi kakhulu even lababhema ligwayi.
Lady interpreter, I'm trying to understand why you're twice as long as her or longer. Are you saying more than what she said?
Scared?
Sorry?
I'm scared that they might fall into the trap. And who wouldn't want to be cool as a teenager?
Nginabotsa labancane kunami ngaloko ke ngiseluvalweni lwekuthi labantwana bakithi nawo batawela kulomgodi lo bacumukele kulomgodi wekubhema lugwayi lesokwanzile nam.
Because of this, I am scared for my generation because we are not aware of the dangers that come with being cool at a later stage. Thank you.
Ngale ndzaba lena ke ngenxa yaloku ke ngineluvalo ngesabela insha nalaba labalingana nami phila namuhla ukuthi bacabanga bona ukuthi lokubhema ngaleti indlela leti kuyinto le kubeka etulu kanzi yinto leta
Ngiyanibingelela nonke endlini. I'm also here. Ngiyajabula iParliament lethu litebantwini.
Greetings to the House at large. It gives me great pleasure to see our Parliament coming down to the people.
Busy from Mashishin back.
My name is Zonda Lubisi. Zonda Lubisi. Zonda Lubisi. Lobuya Eladenberg.
I fully.
Lomtsetfo sivivinywa kani.
Lot has been said. I don't want to go back and what has been said.
Sekukhulunywe kakhulu angifuni kubuyela emuva kuloko lesekukhulunyiwe.
Bayokhulunywa ngalo lana. If I mean le phepha ngifunde lonke ngathi mhlambe bethu asizwisisi kahle.
I'm not really clear on this type of cigarette or tobacco that is being mentioned here.
Advertised, number one.
Nginenkinga ngendlela lekhangiswa ngayo ligwayi.
It must be advertised with true reflection.
Iswe kube kucaciswa ngalokuphelele.
The bill will assist us and it must.
Umtsetfo sivivinyo wena utasita kakhulu kanti futhi kufanele nje ube nendlela yekulawula.
Look after this.
Ngicela siunake.
Labantwana laba be-youth malenyawupe.
I'm particularly concerned about the youth, those who are calling this so-called nyawu drug. Lo ungahamba nje ungene ngaphansi kwala mabhuloho utababona ngebunyeni.
Mina singcwaba weekly.
We attend funerals of those who have become victims of nyawupe.
Let's authorize our minister to have powers to regulate this bill. Thank you.
Ngicela simuphe emandla loyo vuna yaleli tiko ukuthi akwati kulawula lo mthetho.
Sanibonani ngibingelela nonke.
Greetings to the House at large.
Ligama lami ngiJacob, I'm a shop owner.
My name is Bob. I'm a Nigati Stolo.
And I totally don't support this bill. Just wrote my notes here just to the parliament there so that they can just understand why I'm saying I'm not supporting this bill.
Kukhona nje lokuthide ukuthi bavisise ukuthi kungani ngingawusekeli.
I won't waste time. I'll just go straight to it. I'm here today to discuss a matter of not just a public health.
Lapha namhla ukuthi ngitawukhuluma ngelidzaba lolungadilo angeke ngichithe isikhathi.
But of justice, equality, and actually of democracy.
Indzaba lebuka ulungiswa lebuka kulinganiswa kwamalungelo ebantfu kanye nalo mthetfo noma lo
Display of tobacco and vape products, and it raises some very grave concerns.
lo mthetfo sivivinywa lana uphakamisa letinye tetinvo letimcoka kakhulu.
Imagine a local trader operating out of a small corner shop, a hole in the wall shop, or even on the tabletop.
Cabanga nabona umuntu lonelibhizinisi asebenze ngasekhoneni lethide nobe ngumuntu ongumnini isitolo.
And then you tell them about this display ban, and they will laugh at you.
Uma ungahlobisa noma kukhangisa bangamangala nabo noma bangakuhleka.
They will even think that you are joking.
Cabanga kusi unemahlaya.
For them, displaying the products is their livelihood.
Kube lokukhangisa lemikhicijo indlela yokuphilisa.
It is their open invitation.
Labatikhangisa ngayo kude kuthi emakhasimende abo akwazi kungena kuleto tindzawo bathenge.
And oftentimes when someone stops to buy one thing, they will buy another thing as call it an impulse buying.
Kanti futhi kuvamile ukuthi umuntu nakata ungena endzaweni lethide athenge utawube sana lokunye futhi loku utawube kunesidingo
That they can buy.
uma ngabe abakhona ikhangisa lemikhicijo noma intindvo le impahla abayithengisako bantu batawathi njani kusithengiswani kuleyo ndzawo.
Now, with this proposal, these traders faces a dilemma.
Nyalo ngalomthetho
And how do they abide by a law that is practically makes their trade invisible?
batawutfobela njani umthetfo lotawushabalalisa libhizinisi labo.
Larger retailers may have storerooms and resources to make this law work, but have small trade
Lubona bangahle babe nawo emagumbi ekubeka lemikhicijo. Ngeke sabacabangela yini bosomabhizinisi labancane labanganayo indzawo.
by not considering them. This proposal, eventually or not, is only for the big pharma sectors which has the resources to implement it.
Bese kuba ngathi siyababandlulula bosomabhizinisi labancane kanti lo mthetho sobonakala kwangathi uvane indzawo lenkulu.
Our democracy, it's built on the principle of everyone being equal. The law or laws should fair and just.
Umbuso wenzando elinyenti waleli wakhiwe ngaphansi kwesisekelo imithetho yalelive kufanele ivune tonke
When they discriminate, they abide by.
nababandlulula bacedza lithembe bantwini kule mithetfo lekufanele sonke siyitfobele.
Surely this is too heavy a price for any society to pay.
Ngiyacabanga ukuthi loku
The informal market to see what happens in the market.
ukile yini wathi vakashela dawo lapho bosomabhizinisi bakhona bangakahleleki.
In the current state of the economy and in the post-COVID-19
Akusilula ikakhulukazi kunasi isikhathi.
They need support from the government, not the red tape.
Your time is long up.
Bayadinga kusekwende.
Thank you.
Mnumzane isikhathi sakho sesiphelile.
Ni rhandza ku teka nkarhi lowu ni xeweta vurhangeri bya Parlamente lebyi nga hi endzela xikan'we na vaakatiko hinkwavo. Loyi a vulavulaka i Abigail Mbuyazwa from Mkhuhlu, Ward 3.
I'm Abigail Mbuyazwa to greet the leadership and members of Parliament and everyone present.
Ni yimele ku ta khensa nawumbisi lowu simekiwaka eSimuntlha. Tanihi muthu swi vona swi ri swa nkoka ku vana va hina va va le ka vuhlayiseki bya kahle. Tanihi hina hi ri vatswari hi va eka tiko lewaka hi mimoya hi swidzidziharisi swi dzahiwaka.
I am welcoming the bill that we're sitting to discuss today, because it's good to be in an environment which is TB free or free of any disease that may be caused by smoking.
Tanihi mutswari hi vona swi tika loko vana lava ntsanana va sungula ku yiva va ha ri vantsongo hikuva va lava mali yo xava fole.
As a parent, I find it very difficult when young ones start stealing while they're still young because they're looking for money to buy cigarettes.
Leswi swi endla crime yi va le henhla swinene etikweni ra hina na swi sungula ku va ha ri vantsanana.
This increases crime in the country, even cigarettes, rather drugs that we're fighting. It starts from when they start cigarettes while they're still. I support the bill fully. Thank you.
Chairperson, the community at large, all protocols observed.
Ngiyabona emphakathi wonke lo lapha ngiphinze ngilele wonke umuntu ngekwehlukana kwabo.
My name is Kukulethu Bilam,
Kamalami,
community member and South African young person who lives daily faced with tobacco consequences.
Ngingumuntu lomusha ke wala ngime lapha imihla nemalanga umphumela lomubi lodalwa ligwayi kumbe kubhema.
I stand here to say I fully support the bill.
Ngithanda kusho ukuthi lo mthetho sivivinyo ngiyawesekela ngalokuphela.
According to that, there will be permanent closure of tobacco farms.
Ngekuvisisa kwami ke angikholwa ukuthi lo mthetho sivivinyo usho ukuthi ona ligwayi atawuvalwa unomphela.
But the bill is simply here to regulate and give.
Kodwa ke lo mthetho sivivinyo wendele ukuthi ulawule
and give cautious
futhi wexwayise
the younger generation and also adults
kanye nebantu labadala
of the dangers of the tobacco.
Ingoti letita neligwayi kanye nemikhicido yeligwayi lokho lebakufaka emlonyeni wabo kumbe emtimbeni wabo.
As a young person,
njengemuntu lomusha,
I've come to the realization that
sengibonile wekuthi
lifespan of the younger generation
isikhathi bantu labasha labaphila sona kulamalanga sesifinyetwa siya ngokuncipha siyafinyela ngesimanga semikhiqido yeligwayi
causes of that.
angisho ukuthi atikho leti timbangela tekufa.
But tobacco products, you find that the younger generations
fika emikhiqidweni yeligwayi ukhanza ukuthi kwecala
because they are looking for places where they can freely consume these tobacco products as they know that in their households they are prohibited.
Ngale khona bese babhema le mikhiqido yeligwayi labo ngobe bayati ukuthi le emakhaya emuva labasuka khona abakavuye ukuthi bakwende lo.
Hence I'm supporting the bill.
Ngiko ke sekela lo mthetho sivivinyo.
My second point is unemployment cannot be the reason we continue. Unemployment cannot be the reason we continue to advertise or regulate the bill that is proposed. Because if you look at all industries, they are affected by job losses.
Kwesibe akube sizathu lesibalekile leso. Kwesweleka kwemsebenzi angeke sisho ukuthi sizathu lesibali kwalo monakalo lo tawudalwa ngule mikhiqido yeligwa.
To say, bill is the way to protect our young and upcoming generation. We can never fully close down the sale of tobacco products, but to do something that can preserve the future generation of our country. At least it will be something. Thank you.
Lo mthetho sivivinyo lona wendelwe ukuthi utawuvikela lusha ngoba lusha ngilo lesithembe lona ukuthi lutawu ngiyavuma ukuthi angeke ivale sithi ngqingqi kuthenga kumbe khona kweligwayi kodwa ke asingahlali sigoceni tandla asithi noma kusasa sisho ukuthi kukhona ekuzameni ukuthi sivikele bantwana bethu kanye
ngibingelele indlo yeParliament.
Greetings to the honorable members in this house.
Ligama Precious ngiphuma Marit Alexandra.
My name is Precious. I come from Marit in Alexandra.
Ward 5 Zamgiva.
Ward 5 Zamugiva.
I support the
Ngiyawusekela lo mthetho sivivinyo.
ngidle isikhathi kakhulu just ngifuna kuba short kancane.
I will not waste time. I'll just be brief.
Into leyikhona ukuthi ngibone abantwana labancane sebakhulela abatali babo
I've seen the moral degeneration in our society. Our young people have turned in hooligans, attacking their parents and the elderly, because once they have consumed tobacco products, they
gezi kuma polite tiyachujwa because bafuna ukuyobhema inyawupe nawo lawo ma-drugs.
There is a lot of thuggery, the cutting.
So bengicela ukuthi nina nithi nifuna imali for ukuthi kulimale labanye bantu. I'm really sorry. I support the bill.
Although for those who are really focusing on the financial gain only.
Ngibulisa wonke umuntu okhona ngezihlalo zabo.
Thanks to everyone present in terms of protocol.
Okay, igama ubuyi wakakhanyi. Ngilunga lokathi
Sivuyile Khanye, I am a member of the community. I am from Gauteng province.
mina ngisigulane nje singasho lutho ngine asthma guys nangibona.
I suffer from asthma.
Okay, ngithi I support bill.
I support the bill.
Ezengisho ngathi ngumuntu one asthma. Ebusheni bami ngisafunda ngifunda grade 12 ngimphinde kawu2 akusinga
asthma. Let me also let you know that through my schooling days, I had to repeat grade 12.
Isizathu okay esivalid na ugwabe uphakathi ezingisho 4 to 5 abazobhema phambi kwami.
So now as I had already stated that I suffer from asthma, I also had a challenge because I had to face teachers who
amemnyango abheme and the time abhema lesi smoke siza eklasini phakathi so thina abanye siya affected kwathi ngekuthi ngoba ngigcina ngingabhalanga ama exit term ngagcina ngiyekile kumele ngichubeke.
What would happen is that before the teacher starts with the lesson, they would stand just outside the door and smoke, and I would be a secondary smoker, and that would affect me, and it means I would miss exams there. Hence, I had to repeat some grades.
Khona manje angikhona ukusebenza ngisebenza kumele ngijule lapho so angikwazi ukusebenza khona.
As it stands, I'm unemployed. Furthermore, I can't work everywhere. There are places I cannot work, like restaurants and bars, because of
even uhlangana nomuntu makabhema esradeni aka understand yanuka na mangimchazela ukuthi hayi ugwaya ungiphathe kahle ukuthola ukuthi day nendoda yakhe yabhema ihuqa nensanga ngaleso sikhathi akayazi impilo yami.
Now I find myself offending smoke. So when I come across a person who's smoking in the street, they comment like, but your husband also smokes, and they don't know my life. And I cannot really always make those comments because as a woman,
What's a repeal?
that's why I'm saying I support the bill. But let's be quick.
Okay. Good afternoon, Chair,
Good afternoon, members of the committee. My name is Sipesihle Gambe.
Siyanibingelela malunga committee igama lami nginguSipesihle Gwambe.
I'm a senior research technician.
Ngi-research technician ku-South African Research Council.
And I support the bill in its entirety.
Ngawusekela lo mthetho ngalokuphelele.
Chair, I would like to clarify that the bill does not ban tobacco farming, nor does the bill ban the sale of tobacco. This bill is a health bill.
Ngithanda nje ukucacisa ukuthi lo mthetho vivinywa ukuthi bangasalimi ligwayi. Kepha indzaba yekuthi kumele kugcinwe tempilo.
So one of the tenets of the bill is the regulation of electronic cigarettes. Under the current tobacco control bill that we have, electronic cigarettes are not regulated. Under the current.
Ngaphandle kwalo mthetho lokhona nyalo kude indlela yokulawula kusetshenziswa kwema e-cigarettes. So ngalesinye isikhathi le mikhicido lengikhuluma ngayo ema e-cigarettes ivame ukukhangiswa nayo njengeligwayi.
And they also marketed as being less harmful, but Chair, we can never ever debate the level of harm of a product.
Isikhathi ngathi bungoti buncane kuma e-cigarettes kepha into lefanele ngicacise lana ukuthi angeke uze ulende liphutha lekunga naki bungoti lobukhona kumikhicido lene nicotine.
Social media.
Ngivamile kubona ku tinkundla tekuxhumana bakhangisa kusetshenziswa kwema e-cigarette basebenzisa emantombazanyana.
And so regulates e-cigarettes, we will have a health crisis on our hands.
Uma singalawuli kusetshenziswa kwema e-cigarettes sitawuba nenkinga lethinza tempilo emphakathini yethu.
Not enough information has been given to young people.
Ngalokwanele mayelana nebungoti lobulethwa ngema e-cigarettes.
The tobacco and nicotine industries cannot be allowed to recruit a new generation of smokers.
Angeke sivumele lo mkhakha ukuthi wakhe
Chair, a sick nation is not a productive nation. A sick nation is not a productive nation.
Sivele sigulako angeke size sibe nencubekela empilo.
How can young people effectively contribute to the economy when they are affected by the health consequences of using e-cigarettes? Thank you.
Bandvu labasha ekwakheni likusasa lelive nabatawu babantfu labasebenzisa ema e-cigarettes. Ngiyabonga.
I'd like to greet all of you from Parliament. And everyone who is present here. Mary Masango from Kushu. I'm here to speak to young people and old people as well. You shouldn't ask me where did I get this information. I will. I would like to say that when you smoke or you alcohol, there are results of those actions.
Ku fana na loko u etlela na munhu wa xinuna ku na ti-results.
The same way as when you have sexual relations with someone.
So ka khutaza ku eka age leyi me ni nga le ka yoho a mi nge fiki va n'wina vo tala.
So I'm encouraging all young people that you will not reach age.
Hi ku ni swi vula ni ri karhi ni na experience ya swona a ni phuzi.
Very well aware of this because I don't smoke and I also don't drink alcohol.
Swi tlhela swi engetela hi va ni endla eka counseling laha hi nga dyondzisiwa hi swidzirisi hi ku hambanahambana swona.
And from an organization called Sanka, from that organization we were counseled or given information about the results of using such products.
Loko wa dzaha unwa u ri ntsongo u nga
If you use alcohol or you smoke or drink alcohol before you reach the age of 40,
emisiha ya wehe ya switwi ni mihlesiva fikelela eku va swi kota eku lwa ni nicotine leyi va nga yi chela laya ka leswiya.
your body is not yet able to fight against such substance as nicotine.
Tanihi n'wana lontsongo u nge n'wi sunguli hi swakudya swa ku tika u rhanga hi leswitsongo hi ku ya hi ku age ya yena.
So a child starts with a soft food before reaching solid food.
Se hi tikhomeni kahle leswi swi salaka e business leyi va yi endlaka a yi nge fi.
So encouraging young people to have good morals. This business will continue.
Ni la ku vula leswi ku loko u ri karhi u dzahile emisiha ya wena
Things are getting weaker as you continue smoking.
mihleketo ya wena ya cinca.
And your mind or will change.
Engati ya wena yi
And your blood will get elevated. Your blood will run faster in your body.
swi ku endla swilo swa ku tika le nga swi koteki loko u nga dzahanga kumbe u nga phuzanga.
So it will make you unable using these substances.
Swin'wana swa swoho emahawu ya wena ma hefemula ma koka moya wa le handle ku huma wa le ndzeni ku kombisa ku munhu loyi wa hanya.
Your lungs will get affected as you breathe in oxygen and carbon dioxide out.
Loko u dzaha pfaleka.
Your lungs will eventually collapse when you continue smoking.
Yona.
And do what they are supposed to do in your body.
That's why loko se va ku nyika that treatment a ya fanele ku nghena swoho swi hanyisa mavabyi.
So even after being given the treatment, your body won't respond correct.
I support the bill.
Ndzawuseketela nawumbisi.
Coming today. We want to thank everybody from Mpumalanga.
Bonke bantfu labeyingcenye yalo mhlangano namhla siyababonga abantu baseMpumalanga.
Especially Helspruit.
Ikakhulu kati laba vela kumbombela nemaphethelo. Si lapho siye khona.
It's always good to see you at the next point.
Kuya khutsata kunibona lapho sifika sihlangane khona.
We've come to the end of today's proceedings.
Sesifike emaphethelweni.
We will be in Ermelo tomorrow morning, starting at 10 o'clock. Ermelo.
Siyaqhubeka kusasa siya eMelo siyaqala ngensimbi yelishumi.
For those who are traveling there, have a safe trip.
Labo le ba tawuthatha lolu hambo siyathemba kusinabo batawuhamba bafike baphephile.
Pray for us.
Siyavala ke sitawucela loholwa ngumoya asikhulekele.
From here? Come now. I'll ask one of my members next to me.
Ngitawucela lo munye ethu.
Can you please close your eyes for this day where we could gather together? Thank you for bringing us here safe from very far. Help us to be good to each other. I pray and ask that you will take us from here wherever we must go from here, and all the members that must travel very far safe, and be with us during the night, and that we will wake up refreshed tomorrow morning. I ask this just in your name. Amen.